Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the 24/7. My name is Niharika Valia, and I am with you with the area of accounting and financial management for bankers. So today we'll be taking up the topic of accounting cycle all together. As we have studied about it in the previous classes, we're done with the entire cycle. So we'll be talking about the series for complete accounting cycle. So the first question is, am I audible as well as visible? Okay. So today we'll be talking about, before we look forward towards the complete accounting cycle, let's talk about what exactly it was. First of all, the first thing is called journal. The next level is called ledger. The next level is called trial balance. Then we prepare our profit and loss account. And the last one is balance sheet. So the financial statements of an organization are built like that. First of all, you note down each and every transaction individually. Till the time you do not note down individually, you do not move forward. Then you prepare ledger. That is the tabular form in which we note down all the journals, and then we move towards the area of trial balance. It is basically, trial balance is basically a list of the statement that we prepare, which includes every single ledger. And then we prepare the profit and loss account in order to find whether we are making profits in the organization or are we facing losses. And the last one is the balance sheet. It's a statement which shows the asset side on one side, the liability side on the other side, and it is supposed to match. So when we talk about the entire area, which of the following financial statements will be provided to the outsiders? Now the question asks you, among the following, which is provided to the outsiders? Do we provide them our balance sheet? Do we provide our P&L or the trial balance or the cash flow statement? What exactly do we provide to the people there? See, technically, we do not provide our trial balance to anybody. That's basically a rule. Whenever we are showing our statements, it can be balance sheet and P&L. And in case of companies which are listed, certain companies are required to submit their cash flow statement to the government. That means they are supposed to submit it to the SEBI as per the guidelines of the SEBI there, right? So this is something that they'll be talking about. So when we talk about it, this is something which is not mandatorily required to every organization, but balance sheet and P&L is required by every single organization to be submitted in terms of for both internal and external users of those organizations. So they do not have any option. They are supposed to submit their books of accounts there. Entries for prepaid expenses. If there's any entries for any prepaid expenses, any outstanding expenses or depreciation, they are called adjustment entries, transfer entries, closing entries, or rectification entries. What do we call them exactly, everyone? If we talk about the entries for prepaid expenses, outstanding expenses, and depreciation, what is it? Adjustment, transfer, closing, or rectification. Prepaid expenses are those expenses which are paid in advance. Outstanding means which haven't been paid yet. And depreciation means, what do you mean by the term depreciation? It's called reduction in the value of asset due to its wear and tear, because of its usage, and the last one is called technological obsolescence. Right? So that is what they call it. So in terms of the entries, is it basically the adjustment entries, transfer entries, closing, or rectification? Since these are noted by the end of the year, once we are clear with the records that we are supposed to prepare, so it would be called adjustment entries. The correct answer is adjustment entries. There is prepaid expenses, outstanding, and depreciation. These are basically adjustments which are made at the end of the accounting year once the books of accounts are completely prepared. So these are called, such adjustments are called adjustment entries. Okay. The next question says, the concept of conservatism when applied to the balance sheet results in understatement of assets, overstatement of assets, overstatement of capital, or none of the above. Okay, when we talk about the concept of conservatism, it means anticipate the losses but not profits. So we are anticipating all the losses, but we are not making sure that whatever profit is coming up, we are recording it. We are waiting for that profit to realize, only then we'll record it. For example, if any person is not going to pay, so we'll create a provision for debtors there. Even if he's paying, he's not paying, that's a different scenario. But since we are feeling that this person might not pay, so basically we'll note it down as rupees 10,000. Out of rupees 2,80,000, 10,000 is doubtful. So whatever is left is 2,70,000 that we are supposed to pay. That is, we are supposed to get, but out of that 10,000 is still dicey. So what will I do? I'll reduce my asset. So we will understate our asset, right? Because we will not state in such a way that whatever is there where we can have high degrees of possibility that there can be losses. So we will make sure that we are preparing for our losses. Accounting, the conservatism is basically a principle which states that the anticipate the losses but not profits. That leads to a scenario where the company is to be prepared with caution and high degree of verification is required. High degree of verification means we are supposed to be absolutely correct about our working altogether, right? So that is what we'll prepare, and then all probable losses are recorded when they are discovered, while gains can be registered when they are fully realized. So gains are recorded only when they actually happen, while we are supposed to be prepared for the losses even if we have a little hint about it. Even this much hint is required. That is, if we have got a hint, then we are recording it in such a way that yes, there's a loss there coming up. It's better that we get ready for that. Next question. It says errors are rectified by using suspense account. But when do we use the suspense account, everyone? When do we use the suspense account? Suspense account is basically an account which is used in terms of rectification of one-sided errors. So you can note this down. It is used in terms of one-sided errors. So if they have one-sided errors before the preparation of trial balance, after the preparation of trial balance, before and after the preparation of trial balance, or none of these. If we talk about errors which are rectified by using suspense account, it would be by the time we are preparing the trial balance, we can find it. So basically, it is basically after the preparation of the trial balance, we find out that yes, there are certain things which are not tallying. For example, there is a debit side and there is a credit side, right? So in both the sides, if we look forward to it, this is the list. And when we find that the assets, the debit and the credit side is not matching, they are not matching, that means they are not coming equal. For example, it is 10,000 here and 14,000 here. This means the debit side is short by rupees 4,000. So I'll write that 4,000 and I put it under suspense. Once I get that particular amount, I'll put it and trace it and find it. Why is there a difference of 4,000 altogether? That is something which we'll post here, right? So it is basically in terms of rectification, while we are preparing the trial balance, once we're done with the entire trial balance, then we record it there. Next question. The trial balance shows arithmetical accuracy of ledgers. It checks out whether the ledger is having correct trial balance or not. But it is not a dash proof of accuracy. It's not a complete or conclusive proof or exclusive proof or submissive or inclusive. What kind of proof it exactly isn't? So is it conclusive, exclusive, submissive, or inclusive? It's basically conclusive. It is not a conclusive proof. It is something which can be dicey because there are errors which are not traced in the trial balance at all. So it becomes difficult to trace down these errors. So conclusive. Trial balance is basically a technique to check the arithmetical accuracy, nothing else. Arithmetical accuracy of the debit and credit amounts recorded in the various ledger accounts. It is basically a statement that exhibits the total of the debit and the credit balances. It shows the total debit and the credit balances altogether. Okay, here comes the next question. A non-recurring expense is a capital expense. If there's an expense which doesn't occur on a daily basis, it's a capital expense. The purchase of motor car from manufacturer by a dealer is basically a revenue expense, and the purchase of machinery by a manufacturing firm for its use is a capital expense. Among the following, which is correct, everyone? As per the capital and the revenue expenditure, which one is correct? Okay, and we do not buy assets every single day. So yes, it's a non-recurring expense. And then if a particular person has a business of motor cars, so motor cars is nothing but goods to them, isn't it? It's just a form of goods. And if we purchase a machinery by a manufacturing firm for its use is a capital expense. Indeed, it's a capital expense in this case. So it would be only 1 and 2, 1 and 3, 2 and 3, or 1, 2 and 3. In this case, all these three are correct. Because see, no, it's a non-recurring expense, number one. If the business which is of motor cars only, it purchases the goods, that is basically goods there. And then the purchase of machinery by a manufacturing firm is basically covered under the area of capital expense only. So it is basically D. 1, 2 and 3. Next and the last question for the day, everyone. Increase in the liabilities and decrease in the assets. What does it indicate? Increase in the source of funds, then decrease in the source of funds. It will not affect the funds position or none of the above. What will it do? If the liabilities are increasing and there is a decrease in assets, what does it mean? It basically means there's an increase in our source of funds. We are getting more money from various resources and we have to find the ways to spend it and to build up our own business in a better way. So this is it for the day, everyone. I hope it was helpful for you. If you haven't reviewed our courses yet, then this is the perfect time that you can review our courses. All you need to do is go on to our era of JAIIB or JAIIB and CAIIB in our website, on our website or in our app. Let's talk about it in detail. You can go on to the area of www.adda247.com. There you'll find all the details of our courses that are available for the JAIIB as well as the CAIIB examination. What you need to do is in the beginning only you get it under banking. All you need to do is click on the area of JAIIB and CAIIB. There you get JAIIB and CAIIB Ka Pack, which includes everything related to JAIIB and CAIIB, and it is available for 12 months. That means you get live classes, you'll also get the syllabus based classes, you'll also get the test series, you'll also get videos, you'll also get ebooks. But do you know you'll also get the Power Pack, MCQ, case study batches and whatnot. Everything that we are coming up in terms of the JAIIB and CAIIB, it's all available for you. All the normal batches, all the batches which includes in terms of the JAIIB examination, each and every subject would be there. Latest set test series would be there. Numerical batches which would be introduced, live batches, topic wise ebooks, whatever would be introduced as per the new curriculum would be there, and you'll be able to find it in our website or in our app. All you need to do is you can use the code Y541 and you will get a discount of 78%. That means you can buy it for 10,799.20. And if you're looking forward only towards the JAIIB, then yes, we have only the JAIIB Ka Pack as well. That will include everything only related to the JAIIB. But it means for the next 8 months, you'll be having every single course of our JAIIB to be accessed in your phone or in your app. That means in your app you can open up any of these courses, be it bilingual, be it English, whatever batches have already started or whatever batches would be coming up for the next 8 months. Each and every session is opened up for you, right? That would include the classes, the syllabus series, or we can talk about the test series, ebooks, numerical batches, Power Pack batches, whatever batches are coming up, everything would be opened up for you. Right, so these are all available for you. And let's talk about if you're preparing for this examination and you decide to prepare, we would like to take up only the syllabus based classes, the JAIIB new target batch or the 2.0 batches here. You can review the batch. It has started from 23rd of January only. The time is from 7 a.m. as well as 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. So you can review the batches have already been started. So you can check out our courses that are started on 23rd of January. So if you're looking forward towards the complete course only, that is also available. All you need to do is you can use the code Y541 and you can apply it and you'll get it for 3,999.80. That is around 4,000 rupees at 81% discount, which is currently available for you. So kindly go ahead and hurry up now and get this particular course at the lowest price.